Hi guys, Joe here, and today we're going to look at my M44 kit. So it's a very good kit, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. So every time I take my bag out, I use a different cook kit or setup or whatever. So one time I use my Alpine stove, which is very used. Another time I used my small zebra cam. So I'm going to keep mixing up my gear so I find what I like. This one is really cool. I like it because it's ex-military and everything, but the way I set it up is really space saving, and I think it's going to work out for a lot of people. So we're going to go through that. I have a whole list here of things I want to share with you guys. So if you see something that it's a new idea or you haven't seen before, leave me a like so I know that I'm going the right way on YouTube for you guys, that you'll like it and everything. And if you see more than 2 things, give me a sub. Not bad, isn't it? Right, so let's get down to the features and I'll show you what I've done so far. So remember, I'm not an expert in any of this, so if you see anything I did wrong, let me know in the comment section, which I know people will. So again, this is the 52 pattern bag, so it has all your attachments on the back and stuff, so we don't need those. I just had this pack, and the size of it I think is great. So I have this lid which I bought off Facebook, cost me a tenner, which I think is really handy for quick boils. Right now, on the side of the pack here, on the front of the canteen, I use these little hip flasks, and because they're grooved, they sit so close to the canteen kit that's really space saving. So I just wrote down there, do not drink mess, but I don't drink out anyway. So I got 2 of those in the front, so that's just not using up any space. So I'll pull the set out now. That's my set. I'll put everything on top of the table and you can see. I just want to sit here and show you. I also have a small windshield in here, and then this is something I just put together yesterday, which is a little grill. So this could be used as a wood or charcoal, but I'll get to that because there's some points about that I want to make, but I just made that for that point. So let's set it up on the table and I'll show you what I mean. Let me just start with the windshield. Now these things I'm going to mention now, I did some research on YouTube, so these are some ideas from other YouTubers. Some I agree, some I disagree with, but again, that's just my opinion, but I just want to show you guys. So one of the things with the windshield is they're talking about if you're in a pinch to make this into a wood burner. This is the aluminum. Like I said, this is the M44, not the M40, because the M40 is made earlier. This is made later, and they use aluminum. So this will warp if you have a high fire in here. It's not very thick at all, so I wouldn't recommend that. Some saying to turn it upside down and put your skillet or pan on here and just feed sticks into this one. I wouldn't do that. Like, again, I would just me. I also see some YouTubers who are concerned about the amount of heat. Let me just back this up a second. So they're concerned about the amount of heat on the handle. They're saying that when you're cooking, this gets very hot, and they're saying that the flames come out the front, so you can use a stick, which is what these are for anyway, but what they're doing is they're turning it around and they're trimming this out here so that the handle would sit on the outside and the flames wouldn't get to it. So they just cut kind of a little section off here and then it would sit flush. Yeah, you can do that. This would be pretty easy enough to cut. I don't think it's a bad idea, but again, if you wanted to sell this kit on, people are not going to want to buy that with that mod on it. Again, I would just use gloves or the stick idea and just do it that way. But again, that's what I've seen so far out there. So just moving on now from those points there. So just inside, I got my coffees, some hot chocolates. And then in there you have my cup, the scrubber, and then my cutlery, and then there's my stove. So the other thing, the advice I was given or seen was to keep your cooker, your brass cooker, don't put it in something. Don't leave it loose in there, because they're saying that the brass reacts with the metal over time, and the corrosion and stuff. So I just keep it in this little pouch, and I have a little stand in there as well. So that'll probably be a good idea. This isn't the original one. This is a different one, but this one has a simmer on it, which is what I wanted. So that's why I kept using that one. When it comes to the pail, if you did want to use a fire, just use the handle. You don't need to burn the windshield. You know, just do it. If you're going to do a fire, you might as well just do it properly and just do it that way. Alright, so with this set, again, let me just put the legs down a second. Put that like that. This goes in like this, and that comes down, right? So now you're all locked in. If you put this in your bag, say just with this kind of just tucked in there, you're going to get that little bit of a rattle. So what I've seen people do is they just put this into the latch, and that will stop it from moving around so much. So it's a lot quieter, and that's going to be these D-rings, but that's going to be a lot quieter than if it was. It does go in there quite well. There we go. Than this. Okay, so that's another tip. The other thing with the bail handle is there's two positions you can use it. So you could use it the way I just showed you for clipping together the keep it together, the latch. The other bit, let me just get this around there. So put that like that, and then this goes behind there, and now you have a handle. And again, it's really quiet again, but so if you put this on there, it's not so bad. So you can just lift that, or even if you have gloves or whatever, just use it that way. So I thought that was another cool trick with that. So this is well thought out, definitely. What else? Another thing I want to show you. So right, so you're using a mess stove, and right, so you're using it and you want to duck it out. There's loads of people that try doing this and putting it in there and end up burning themselves or ruining in the rubber ring that's in there. So instead of doing that, let me just show you a quick trick. Right, so again, you're using your stove, you're cooking on it, you're done cooking, and you want to duck it out. Instead of going over the top, you just get a knife and you put it on the side, hook one of the legs there, and then lift it off, and then you can duck it out. So let me just show you from this side. Right, so there's your stove, you're cooking on it, and you finish cooking and you want to duck it out. So you just take your knife, put it into the little slot on the side there, and just lift it up. And then it just saves you getting burned, and it's so much easier. So I would do it that way, definitely. I know this is a bit longer than my normal videos, but stay with me. I gotta show you one more thing and then we'll start cooking. So one more thing I seen on my quest to getting this down perfect is people saying when they're filling it up, they put some fluid around the ring here. There's a little bit of a indent around here, and they like that to prime and warm up the stove itself. Let me know in the comment section if you do that. I haven't seen that done until I've doing research on this. But like I said, it's not a big thing for me, but I just fill it up and have a go and warm it up that way. But let me know in the comment section if you do. So now we're going to cook some lunch because I'm starving. So this is the pouch I use. This is my little kitchen kit. It's held up pretty well. I have it for a while now. I do have a lot of stuff in there. So I did have a wood stove behind this cutting board here, but I took it out because I'm trying to move a little bit away from wood fires at the moment. So we're going to need that, this, and some oil. But yeah, so my cutlery has my spices, some cleanup, all that kind of stuff in here. But we're only making some simple food today because I'm in a bit of a rush a little bit. Another thing is that if you're worried about dementia and the aluminum in the cook kits, that's a whole nother conversation to have really. I would do is don't make anything acidy in the cook kit, and don't use metal when you're using the pan and scrape it along. I would use something different, so I'm going to stick with wood for that. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you while I do this a little bit. So today I planned on initially doing this at a Race for Life event. I can't run, so I was just there supporting my missus because she was doing it. Sorry for the hair dryer in the background. Do have quite a few hot dogs to make. My dog's going to be in there if I drop any of it. You good boy. Right. So you got your alcohol there, stove, and we're going to do it the same way I just told you. Right, so that's lit. That'll go over top. Give me my little hot dogs. Can go there, and then a little lid can go there. Oops. And then that way it'll cook a little bit faster. And then if you wanted to just cover up if it's really windy, I would just use another windshield, and then speed things up a little bit more. Right, so that's done. I'm practicing my cooking on these because I want to start using these a bit more. So the handle, as a handle being hot, as in I can feel it here. There is flames coming out. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. It is hot, but it's not like I can hold it. It's fine. I gotta work on my bit more oil. So if I was going to put the simmer on, I would just lift the whole thing up, put the simmer on, and do it that way. All right, let me just get these to my missus, and I'll come back. You're just heating them up though, so it's not like a really big thing. So one of my camping memories of being out with my dad is he used to cremate these things so bad. You need to peel away the burnt bits to eat them. But yeah, I mean I can put the simmer on now, but you don't really cook these that much. And my missus gets to eat first, so I'll eat second, so I want the rest of them. So while that's cooking, I just wanted to show you something. So this is what I was cooking with before for probably a few years now. You can see it's all cooked up. So this is the Austrian one, and it's not the German one because it has MM75 on there. So manufacturer's mark 75, that's 75 is the year. So I used to use this all the time. I have ordered the windshield for this to use just as like a backup kind of thing. Hold on, let me just stir this a minute. Now that handle's a little hot. Maybe I will try that. I did, like I said, I did buy another windshield, so maybe I will try that mod just to see how I get on. I'm not going to sell these like on again, so I shouldn't worry about the resale or anything like that. So yes, I got on with these so well that I spent the money and I got the Pathfinder M44 kit. So this is the stainless steel one, and this is, I do like the Pathfinder stuff. Surprisingly enough, that was actually cheaper than getting if I tried getting a steel M40. M40s cost like anywhere up to £120, which is ridiculous. But because it's hard to get, that's the price on it. So the Pathfinder one cost me around 60, and I bought that from the Bushcraft store. And I had the stove for it as well, so I'm just gonna make a little setup out of that. When I go through my bag, a Bushcraft bag, which will probably hopefully be my next video, I got loads of ways I want to make it lighter, so I want to share that with you guys as well. So look out for that video. Let me just stir this again, just so it's not sticking. That's pretty much done. Again, it's just a little light food. I'm going to start making some more complicated dishes, but once I get better at this, I don't want to keep burning my pan. So yeah, the Pathfinder one, I'm gonna start packing that one, taking that with me when I go to the woods, just because it's sturdy. I'm not going to worry about bending it or whatever. But this is a little bit of my kit I want to share with you guys. So let me know in the comment section, but I just want to show you this food now. So again, just lift that up, put that down. I want to duck the stove out, come on the side, lift that up, move that somewhere else. No, not a dog. Then you get the lid with no rubber ring, and then you just bloop, done. So there's my food, there's that, and didn't get burned. So if you're watching this far in the video, thank you very much. If you like this content and the way I'm doing it now, just let me know in the comment section if you prefer this way instead of me going straight to the point and just showing you what you came to see. If you like this more storytelling, let me know too. I'm trying to improve my videos as I'm trying to grow my channel a little bit. So hope you like these little tips and tricks I shared with you guys. Again, everything you need to give me some feedback in the comment section so I know what to do. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you next video.